How about now?
Yep, good.
Oh,
Perfect.
fine now?
Got it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hit the got it.
Hit the got it.
I see the manager has his
Okay.
jacket on again.
We're missing Uno Mas
Yeah.
for just for
for
the
got it.
occasion.
Oh no. Wait a minute.
Can you make
All
it?
the parts.
I
Can you make
have
it so that
something
I'm not
special
so
tonight.
short?
James
for it.
brought something special for the show tonight.
You're
Nice
wearing
shirt.
your shirt.
Oh, James James is a fanboy.
If we're gonna
You
do
got a
this, let's do
jacket
it properly.
Two. Where you want to be, Travis?
I absolutely love that you're wearing your shirts.
Heck
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we've
And
actually
the
worn them.
jacket.
We've worn them a couple times.
Yes.
Wow, a little bit.
Let me move it back.
I can do it from here.
Can you?
Can you hear us?
We're just getting situated.
That's fine.
Digitated.
Yep.
Yes.
That means getting drinks, right?
Do you like our polka dot background?
Yeah.
It's
Very
festive.
festive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to sit on the bench.
Don't bite.
I'll see you're in there. Yep.
There we are. There
All right.
All right.
So how are you guys doing? Well,
Can
real
we-
quick,
can
hey,
you hear?
welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is Fuel Stop Jets. I'm James. There's Chris. We've got Courtney, the manager. Who else we got here going? Oh, lost your voice again. For the listeners at home, it could get a little choppy at some times.
got
but,
Travis.
Travis.
the disorderly drifters are down in
Travis.
Mexico.
You got one eye peeking around the corner.
All right, siesta's in here.
Can you hear us?
Yep, cerveza's in hand.
To the bottom.
Always. To the bottom. Not yet already.
Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you.
Any sound?
No. Shit.
Don't worry. Oh, you can.
Yeah. It's just it's this it
Is
nah,
it
it's
echoey?
what it is it's the delay from Mexico to here.
It is.
Oh.
Oh, this is just.
That makes sense because you guys also are delaying, and I just thought maybe you were very tired.
No, not very tired.
It's real.
Wow, that is a delay.
All right, so we
Should
will
we do anything to fix that?
work with the delay. So we will ask a question and then we will wait until we hear back. So, how is the trip so far?
That is a very loaded question. We have gone a lot of miles. From the time we left you, I mean, me and Cody got our motorcycle licenses. And then we traveled through America, and then Baja, and then the rest of Mexico is just the rest of this podcast. It will take that long to tell the story.
I think
it's
the
been
other
great. The
big
trip has
question,
been great.
But it has
Everything's
been amazing.
how was Coco? He looked like he was in good health.
He really looked like he was in good health. He was very excited to see us, and something I think you guys would be very interested in. He finally listened to all of the people coming to see him that say you need to move closer to the highway. He made enough money. He bought himself a little place, and he lives right on the highway now. You don't have to drive back further anymore. He said he hadn't seen motorcycles in a while, and it was very apparent that motorcycles are the most excited he gets about, because he sees motorcycles go by and then he's very sad. So he was wondering why do so many keep going past, and now everyone told me to move to the side of the highway, but now all of them pass me. And what we kind of figured it was there were that many going past always. It's just that he sees them now. He's got a front row seat to all of the vehicles that actually pass on that highway. So he is now seeing how many potential people might stop, but they don't, But it was very fun. It was a really good time. His cat had just had kittens, so Osty had a blast. So
Great.
excited. Ran around with them. We had some beers. We talked a little. We got to sign the book. We signed the book. So that was very cool. He was very specific about what he wanted us to put down in the book, like what our full name was, where we were born, what type of bike we were driving. It was very important to him. And then he told us he had all of these other books, and I think he said how many names?
I think there's approximately like 24,000 names. He's got a new place. I think they redid the highway. He's been there for about 4 months, and you left a pair of panties there, and it was the third pair he's got in the new place.
I did. I was inspired. You guys said people leave panties and bras and whatever else. And there's a local bar in South Hart, North Dakota that had given me a couple pairs of underwear to take with on this trip. And what better place to hang them up but this one? So I gave him, I brought them out. I said, I have something for you. And he said, since he's been in this place, he said, you are the number 3. You were only the 3rd pair, because he said, I have 1,500 pairs of panties from women in bags back there. I haven't unpacked yet.
Gunny sack just full.
And he said, but you are the 3rd for my new place. So yours get to go right above the door. And then he was also very specific. He wanted, your name, where you were born, all these other things written on it in marker.
When we first pulled up, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you know why he wants all that information, right? So particular. When you get the phone call that your warranty is about to expire, it's Coco.
So have you had any bike trouble
go
so
ahead.
far?
Yeah.
Well, we've
that gets into a whole.
We're in Playa del Carmen for 2 months.
Maybe we should start from the beginning.
Okay, so
We got
from the
into
beginning.
Mexico. Sorry, I was just saying about Cody.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying we're in Playa del Carmen for 2 months, we're gonna be here for a month, and we got to rebuild 2 bikes. So
Already?
The second time.
And that's where we're at. But there are extenuating circumstances.
Rebuild as
We
in
didn't
engines or broken frames? What are
Yeah.
we? Oh,
The top end of the engines, the piston and cylinder and everything, basically.
Oh, wow.
We met some really great people just by chance in Aguascalientes after we got off the ferry from the Baja and making our way down. We had to stop at any place at all that was playing the Minnesota Vikings game.
First week.
Because Travis, huge fan. It was the first week of football, and we had to stop. And so while we stopped, we looked to see, Bunka Biker, who's available, who will take us. And on Bunka Biker, we found these amazing people, and they gave us a call. They sent Travis an email and said, we're so sorry. We shouldn't be on Bunka Biker because we actually do have a little bit of a charge, but we are Amigo Moto, and we offer, housing and help and everything for people who are internationally traveling on bikes specifically. So we thought that was really cool. I talked to her on the phone for a little bit, and we ended up at their house, planning to stay one night. We were just going to stay one night. We had some miles to make. And I think we didn't leave for 3 weeks.
It was about a month for Coulter.
It was about her husband ended up being the founder and president of Iron Butt Association of Mexico.
Yeah.
really?
Wow.
I saw that you got a little bit of a saddle sore.
Yeah,
We
did
did.
one.
We got the entire thing. Our butts are iron now.
And the bikes held up until that was tough on the little 125 monkey.
Yeah, 23 hours wide open throttle
The
is a bit
entire
much for
time. Yeah.
them. No time to cool down.
Yeah, barely time to check oil. We didn't even,
I forgot to check my oil.
and that's where
To start.
the piston issue came in.
The manager forgot to check his oil.
Whoops.
Oh, I wanted to let you know too. He did wear this suit the entire 1,000-mile ride.
Outstanding.
I love it, man.
I'm going to take mine off in honor of him, and it's hot.
So what's been the most eye-opening thing that you guys have kind of discovered along your journey about long distance traveling?
The biggest part is when we're preparing for this journey, we told people about this. Everyone warned us about Mexico. Be safe in Mexico. It's just a bad place. And since we've been to Mexico, we went through the Baja. We went across Mexico all the way from one coast to the other. We have found nothing but people just offering their house, offering food. It's been so nice. Everyone's been so nice in Mexico. We were warned about how everything is bad, it's dangerous. We have not seen any of that yet. I'm sure if we went out looking for danger, we could probably find it, but obviously we're not doing that either. And it's just, Mexico's just been nice. It's just been really eye-opening to us that way.
You could go out and find danger in Duluth if you wanted to. You know.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you buy the wrong underwear.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, you never know. And you know, the thing is, this is a prime example of media manipulation, right? You hear this about every place in America too, but I mean, people just want to have their family, their food, their fun, and it's a few people that want to message things that, you know, it's great to hear. I mean, absolutely phenomenal to hear.
It was really amazing and interesting to us because on this trip, I guess the quote unquote scariest thing that has happened so far is right after we left, we spent a little time in Vegas, obviously, because you should if you're going that way. And we woke up one morning and the normal place that we go to have breakfast was completely blocked off because there was a homicide. And we were just like,
Block and a half.
Wow, a block and a half is blocked off because there's this homicide. And the scariest thing in Mexico that's happened to us is
someone stole your ducky's hat.
Yeah, someone was kind enough to give us little rubber ducks that squeak with a propeller hats to put on our bikes.
Mm-hmm.
All of us got them as gifts, and when it was parked, one of us got the hat taken off.
And my rain jacket.
Oh,
and that is the worst thing that's happened.
We parked it at the airport.
Yeah, and that was at the airport.
Probably an American tourist.
Yep.
Yeah.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to the laptop?
Okay, so the laptop was probably our own dumb mistake. The screen just it went out. It was we had set it down. I don't know if something fell on it or if something hit it like at the certain perfect angle, but the side of it, the screen cracked, and it still worked. You could still see anything you needed to see, but then it got all colorful right away. You could, and then it got all colorful, and then the screen went black. So yeah, it was just one of those. You got to be more careful, I guess. It sucked, but we got one now. Austin brought one from home, so.
So you're here for a month, a few more weeks at least. Where to next? What's the next destination?
Do you want me to explain the
bottom?
Well, okay, to the bottom. Well, I had a little bit of a topple off of my motorcycle, and so we are getting my knee checked out here, just to make sure everything's okay. I got an MRI the other day, and then we find out. I go to the doctor to go over the results of the MRI
Wow.
on Monday.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Is it one chicken or two chickens to get your knee checked out?
It was only one chicken to get it checked out, but two for the MRI.
Gotcha.
Dos pollo.
Dos pollo. Our Spanish is getting better.
We got to get you guys a tough book. The military grade laptops that we put together, where you can drop them and they bounce and they pretty bulletproof. Almost not bulletproof.
We
Yeah.
do need one of
I
those.
used to have one for work. I don't know why I didn't think about buying one for this trip. That was dumb.
What's the your pictures on Instagram have been absolutely stunning. Who is it? Is it you
Thank
that's
you.
taking all the photos?
It's a team effort. It's a group effort.
Some of the pictures
does
have
the
been just
posting.
yeah, some of the pictures are just amazing. I mean, I'm commenting as ride history, I'm commenting as Fuel Stop Chats, but love
Keep
the
doing it. It's awesome.
love the pictures, man. What's been so far I'll have I have an image that I really liked, so far, but what's been your favorite thing to see so far?
Ooh.
Tongo's up there for me.
Yeah.
Tontongo was amazing. It's just very hard to capture that on picture. It was so hard to capture. It looks beautiful still on picture, but
Yeah, as beautiful as it is, it just doesn't, the pictures just doesn't do it justice.
oh,
at
and
all.
also when we saw the bioluminescence, but we
Oh,
couldn't get
that's-
pictures of that
That was
Mm.
the
in Baja. We did see we got to swim around in the dark with the bioluminescence. It was amazing. Nothing we'd ever experienced before.
Did
Okay,
you guys see any
guys-
whales while you were down there?
Just missed the whale sharks outside La Paz.
Okay.
Didn't see anything.
we
no.
didn't we seen some dolphins or something way off in the distance. We could see something kind of surfacing in the middle of a big bay that we were in, but we couldn't quite. Wasn't enough to get a picture or anything. That's all we seen for marine life so far.
Yeah. How did you like the spelunking endeavor?
Okay.
Spelunking?
What's that?
That's cave exploring. In Tolantongo, that was amazing.
It
Oh.
was amazing. It was cool.
It was like a sauna in there with the hot springs running through.
Yes.
And raining out of the ceiling of the cave.
And when we went in there, it was a very chilly day, so I'd never wanted to leave. It was so warm in there.
The pictures were cool as you guys were coming out that tunnel, looking at it. So now are those natural caverns, or are they?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, those are natural. That's the mouth of that river there comes from them. There's a few caves right there. You walk in and there's just, it's probably 8 foot high, that one cave, and it's probably, I don't know, a couple hundred feet into it. And as it gets narrower and narrower, and it's just like raining on you, this hot water the
It's
entire
got to
time.
be like 90 some degrees, right?
Yeah, I bet it's close to
hot water coming out.
and the whole thing is just a nice sauna, and there's some kind of pools that are about 4 foot deep, and you can just sit there and relax all day. It was just amazing. That was really neat.
So now, how are you guys going to get your bikes, back together? Are you to order parts in, or what did you guys do?
Yeah, I ordered the parts to my house, and I got them delivered to his mom, who's going to be here in a couple days. She's going to bring them down in the suitcase.
My mom's taking a week from North Dakota and coming down to Playa del Carmen just to visit, just to relax on the beach for a bit.
Very
That's
cool.
That's not a bad idea. I like that. Sounds like fun.
Yeah,
So-
we have a few friends coming to visit.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of friends wanting to come to visit. Until you get to some shit areas where they're like, no, you keep that. Let me know when you get over here.
Yeah. Let me know when you get to civilization.
So
Have
with
you
the
guys
bikes, with the bikes, those things were sort of new, weren't they? Are they still under warranty?
I think there's a mileage limit on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Well,
a
that-
monkey. Yeah, the mileage limit on a monkey is probably 50 miles. So
Yeah, James, the fact that we now have him on camera saying, I forgot to put oil in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
can edit
fucked
that.
up.
I can edit
But-
that.
Small detail, but
Oh, yeah, right?
the warranty.
On
But
my
now when
bike right now,
when
I have-
Coco calls and says your warranty's expired, you can say, Coco, hey,
Well, and also one of the first things Coco said to us when we rode up, the very first thing out of his mouth is he's staring out there and looks at us and just says, to the point to where it's awkward, it was silent for so long, and he says, "You guys ride baby bikes here?" It was awesome.
That's so funny. Now, where did you say you're going next? You're going to be there for family visits and everything for a while, and then what are you doing?
Just the next country. We're
Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Yep.
Yep. And that's a tentative plan. Right now, it's a little bit hard to get into Belize because you do
Just
the COVID
COVID.
test, and then you have to stay at a Gold Star hotel for 3 days while you wait for your result. And I mean, to save the money, and we can just go down to Guatemala and not stay in a Gold Star hotel.
It's easier crossing borders right now.
No, exactly. And that's definitely going to help route your plan down there, really, for border crossings. What is going to be the easiest way to get through to where you want to get for your destination? It sucks because, I mean, there's areas that I'm sure that you guys want to go and venture to, and you're not going to be able to just because you freaking can't get in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, did you guys get COVID vaccinations before you left?
Yeah.
We did. We had to, yes.
I was
There's
going to
gonna
say
be
that's
some
how they're
update.
letting you go through the borders.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We think we haven't ran into that problem yet.
Some of them will let you quarantine for 10 days or 2 weeks or something, but the vaccine will bypass that, so it'll speed everything up, and cost and everything will be better.
Yeah, money makes that stuff go quicker too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
We'll have to wait. We have to get them guys down to Columbia and get them hooked up with Tracy somewhere.
oh yeah, they're talking to Tracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We haven't been in, I think we sent her a message, but haven't been in contact.
We've been
Okay.
trying to reach out a
We've
little
been
bit.
trying to reach out. Is she still there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We just talked to her,
Yeah.
what, 2-3 weeks ago?
yeah. She's adopted a
perfect.
stray dog. She actually
Built
figured
a
out
carrier.
how to put a milk crate on the back to teach the dog how to ride on the back of the motorcycle. Then actually bought a carrier and had it mounted on the back of her GS. The dog is just like freewheeling at this point. He's just like into it, straight up down the road.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
Hey, James, by the way, I love your dog impersonation, dude.
This,
That was,
well,
that's the
my,
most. I've never seen you move like that in the 15 years I've known you.
well, those are my dance moves right there too. You can see
Okay.
this in
All right.
multiple different things. So this is my football moves. This
Okay.
is my dance moves, and
Uh-huh.
that's my dog on the back of a motorcycle move.
Okay. Very, very diverse.
Yes.
Very diverse. Good thing. It's nice to have a move that fits so many occasions.
Well, I don't mess it up. I'm
No.
surprised I can move. I'm gonna sidetrack for a second. I actually had a good day today with work, and there's a listener that we have, somebody we work with, a gentleman by the name of Guy McDonald. He actually set up what we have I call it a day for caring, but he had found a veterans. Basically, it's a convalescent area here in Florida called My Warriors Place. Yeah, mywarriorsplace.org. And we actually got to go in there today and help do some volunteering and building some structures for them today. So doing this is my stretch moves too. So I'm loosening up my back after a day of volunteering.
I would have just maybe more bourbon, James. There you go.
Loosens you up.
So you guys packed up. You packed up the monkeys. You had everything that you thought you needed. What has changed in your packing plan now that you're a few months in? How much shit have you lost on the side of the road, and how much shit have you picked up? And they're all pointing to
I
Courtney.
didn't put it on the side of the road. I gave it to the maids, and I also gave it to a few other random people, and some of it I did leave on the side of the road.
What'd you give up?
So what
What
did you
did you
lose?
give up?
Do I have to out loud?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
now.
hey, no, hold on. You already told us that you gave panties to some stranger in Mexico.
What could be worse?
So, I mean, like, where are you going to go from
That was
there?
planned. All right. It is insane. I mean, we've been gone
3 months.
89 days.
89 days.
89 days today. And it is amazing how much you change in that amount of time during this type of travel. I got rid of 1 sweatshirt, 3 long sleeve shirts, 5 t-shirts, 4 tank tops, 6 pairs, which means 2, 2, 2. I guess that's 12 nail polishes. I also I ditched one of my makeup bags, and I only have the one now, which is fine. The other one was just backup. I guess I didn't need it. And then I got rid of 2 pairs of pants, 1 pair of jeans, the pair of there was a couple extra pairs of shoes I tried to sneak along that it didn't work out. Do I have to keep going?
No. So James, here's the deal. We were talking about getting on bikes and going down there and traveling, maybe not 125s, but something with some luggage and whatnot. And instead of a GPS, we can get a CPS, a clothes positioning system, and we'll just be able to follow her by where she's dropping.
Well, it's just geocaching.
Route planning done.
She's geocaching her way down there, setting the coordinates, and sending them out.
There you go.
I should have left notes.
Instead of breadcrumbs, it's a pair of jeans, a sweater.
That's the story of
I
Courtney.
did try to give the clothes to people.
The Courtney and the traveling pants.
So obviously you've learned a lot about how to pack on a long distance trip when you have a very small bike. Have you given any consideration to what that trip would be like on, say, a 650, 850?
So much easier.
We've been thinking about it a lot. We've been thinking about, like, once we did the 1,000, we did the South of Store 1,000. Luckily, we say the greatest thing about that is we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. We did not know what that would take or what it entailed. We mentally prepared. We knew it would be a mental thing, but we have friends back home who've been preparing for something like this for a year. And that's normal on their humongous bikes. And we just, we didn't know.
We shot on and rode.
We just got on and
we showed up there at their place.
We showed up and
we made up our minds
we left.
drinking that we were going to do it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
always
the
when the best decisions are made. Did you
Yeah.
guys
The
know what
entire-
Iron Butt was before this?
Yes,
little, yeah.
yes, we kind of read about it before we even took this trip. Travis showed me something about it.
I come across it in preparation for this trip. I had never heard of it until like a month before we had left.
And we're all thinking that's cool. That would be something cool to do. Not like thinking on these bikes, but it would be a cool thing to have. It would be a cool thing to have. And then the one night we were going to stay with Elena and Marco, the idea was born out of too many beers, some vodka, and way too much tequila. And then what happened was we got really excited about this idea, and we're like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You're gonna, we're going to do this thing. And so then the next day, neither of them brought it up. They made us coffee. They made us breakfast. Did not bring it up. And the day after that, we came up and sober, and we're like, we're still talking about this. And then they jumped for joy. Like, they still want to do this. They still want to do this. And it turned into an entire rally with 13 riders. 2 of them were on 100cc bikes.
Nice.
100.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the one guy with the sidecar too.
Yep.
Yep.
And the one with the sidecar. They decided to call it the Disorderly 1600 because it's kilometers down here. So the Disorderly 1600 is going to now be an annual run on the fall equinox every year.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a legacy right there. That's better than leaving a panty somewhere. So food. Let's talk a little bit about food. I mean, you guys had traveled a little bit before you took this trip, so you weren't the stereotypical you know, forever your life had been isolated in North Dakota. You guys,
Right.
right? But now that you're on the road and you're actually experiencing the food, what's been kind of the highs and lows?
Lots and lots of tacos and August chili. That's my diet anyways.
Well, how's your diet been holding up, Courtney? Because I know that you have some special needs for your diet.
Mine has been a little bit more difficult. I mean, but if we run into a gas station, I usually can find a can of tuna and a can of salsa. And I can mix those things together, and that is a great meal. It's a great meal for me to keep me running, to keep me going. Like if we have a big day of traveling, running a lot of miles, if we have to stop at an OXXO and that's what I get, then that will be perfect. That works out.
OXXO is their chain.
Their chain, it's like a 7-Eleven, but
Yeah.
It's on.
from Mexico.
Yeah, no, we rode down through Mexico.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You too.
It's just for the listeners who don't know OXXO, because it's so regular in our lives now. We just don't say, oh, OXXO, and our friends and family are like, what are you talking about?
We've got a killer picture of us with a guy with a jerry can putting gas in one of the bikes. We were in the middle of nowhere, and the guy that was on the Africa Twin, he says, hey, man, I'm out of gas. And we're all like, so what? There's no gas station. And he's like, so we stopped. This guy's got a jerry can, 5-gallon jerry can, and it's got OXXO written on the side of it. And he's pouring this, and you had to buy it 5 gallons at a crack. Like we needed like one more gallon to get everybody's bikes topped off, and he goes over and hand cranks from a barrel 5 more gallons in this jerry can. I'm like, whoa, we need one, like 3-4 liters, man. And he's like, no. And we're like, yeah, it's all we need. No.
You buy it all.
So yeah, at OXXO you can get 1 gallon, but at Wano you can only get one. So
Right, just one
5-gallon.
That's it. So are you spreading out a little bit, boss? I mean, really? Aguas de chili and tacos? I mean, there's got to be more out there for you.
I haven't seen him eat something that wasn't a taco in a long time.
There's so many different varieties. It's delicious.
Switch it up, man. Go for the burrito every now and then. It's the same thing. It's just wrapped one more time.
Today. Yeah, I saw it.
What the hell's he gonna do when they get on the boat and get to Africa? Like, hey, I want a taco.
Goat tacos. Goat tacos.
Yeah. You'll find it. Don't worry.
There you go.
Well, we got about 5 more minutes. For people that would be thinking about doing this trip, either on a monkey or on a regular bike, or a big bike, not a small bike, as Coco says it, what would be some of the takeaways that you guys have learned so far that would be really good information had somebody told you this before you left North Dakota or Montana?
Carry extra gas. Make sure that your back rack isn't hollow. Make sure that it is a legit, actual metal, not hollow back rack that can carry your luggage.
We had to
Most
redo
big
all the
bikes
parts.
won't be a problem, but that is a monkey problem.
It was a monkey problem. We had no idea, and we had to stop every so many miles to get it re-welded.
So you're saying that
This is an
stuff is
adventure.
just there for looks on the monkey?
Oh yeah, just to be pretty.
It was a Chinese cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Our friend, our new amigos in Aguas Calientes, Tonio. He is the greatest welder. Amazing. He made us our very own. He could start a business of monkey racks. He made us the greatest racks ever. We have no doubt about them holding up for the rest of the trip now. But that was a big thing. That was a really big thing. Also, enjoy the fact that you're going slow. You see a lot more. You meet a lot more people. Even if you ran out of gas, you meet more people and you talk a lot more. And sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad, but most of the time it's good.
We're enjoying the fact that we have no schedule. If we We are waiting to see about her knee, MRI, possible surgery. We don't know. If it's not, we might wake up one morning and say, "Hey, you guys want to go today, or should we stay another week?" And that's the best part that we've done, is just not having a schedule. I know some people need to live by schedule and stuff. We have all the time right now and don't need to, but we've just been having fun, just like driving down the road, seeing a sign that says some little tourist town or some little neat thing, and just pulling off the road. And sometimes in like Aguas Calientes, we stayed there for 3 weeks, planning on staying there for one night. We've been having fun, just come up with our schedule just as we travel here.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. I mean, being homeless and jobless allows you a lot of things.
Yeah, it's great.
That's great.
I mean, I just hang on a second. I'm gonna run down and tell my wife I'm out. I quit my job. I'm getting on my bike, and I don't. What's my schedule? Don't have one. I'm taking off, and I think the biggest takeaway for me in talking to you guys about this trip is thinking about me at 30, and thinking about all the times that I thought about it, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and didn't. And so I think my biggest takeaway is don't be the someday person. Go do it. You know?
Yes.
And that's been my biggest thing watching you guys on your trip. I mean, I'm on the other side of this, looking toward retirement, where I can, to your point, I can just point the bike south and go, and not care. But I think that's my biggest takeaway for people, and talking to you guys and watching your trip unfold on Insta and stuff is, man, I wish I had just done it. Just take off. Why not? I mean, other than being broke, I would have done it, but
Yeah, exactly.
no, I think it's been fantastic though. Watching you guys, man, it's been so fun. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to, stop and do this with us, and let us follow along on your trip. And hopefully the people listening can, kind of maybe get inspired to go out and get a 1,600 kilometer named after them, and
Yeah.
drop clothes off in Mexico. And
That's very impressive. I mean, I personally have an iron butt. I don't have one named after me, so I'm impressed. I really, really am impressed.
Dog. Could name it the dog.
Thank you.
Called the dog is the dance move.
The dog.
The dog.
Look at him. It's infectious.
It's infectious, all right. like
rabies.
Like COVID infectious.
I can't wait to go down to the clubs down at the beach here and do the dog now.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Clubs after this.
You got to move. Well, listen, guys, we really appreciate it. I'm telling you, man, it's been a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to the next leg. And speaking of legs, we're really going to be pulling for you on a good outcome on the knee.
Yeah, we'll be watching.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you. It should
that'll
be
be
good.
important.
Fingers crossed. It'll all be fine.
You post something when you find out the good news, so we can keep up with you.
I definitely will. Yep, I will.
All right,
Monday.
well,
Come Monday.
we'll check in with you
Monday.
guys in a couple months. But until then, ride her out to the bottom.
To the
Um,